Are you ready for an adventure? Well, earlier I spoke with Terry Dale, President and CEO of the U.S. Tour Operators Association, to learn about the benefits of booking a guided tour on your next trip.
Absolutely. Jordan, we all want to save money and time, and you get that from a USTOA tour operator member. We buy in bulk and we buy in advance, locking in prices. So that's a benefit to the consumer. We also have our $1 Million Traveler's Assistance Program, which is another layer of consumer protection. If a business would cease operations, you can come to USTOA for a refund on your deposit. So you should book with confidence when traveling with a USTOA member.
And so what types of travel access or perks will one receive on a guided tour?
One of the things that we take pride in, Jordan, is off the beaten path, and we have exclusive access. And if I use Turquia, which was formerly Turkey, and the partnership that they have with Colette, everyone wants to go to Ephesus, as they should. But what's unique about our experience is that we will have an archaeologist who has potentially worked there for 40 years provide his or her insight and knowledge about Ephesus. And then if you take a boat then provided by Colette to Dalian, that's where we learn about the endangered sea turtles and our responsibility in protecting them for future generations. So we can create those experiences that you can't necessarily create on your own.
Yeah, and I have heard great things about taking a guided tour versus just kind of going off on your own. So can you share some misconceptions, though, about taking a group tour?
Yeah, Jordan, many times people feel like, oh my gosh, I'm going to be stuck on a rigid itinerary with no flexibility. But that really couldn't be further from the truth. If we look at Club Adventures and what they're doing in Malta, now Malta has 7,000 years of history, so that's a lot to try and cover in one experience. But they do provide you with free time for you to explore, and if we go to the island of Gozo in Malta, you can spend an afternoon at a family vineyard, learning from the family, doing a wine tasting at your pace. So there is flex and freedom on these itineraries and experiences.
Okay.
And I have to say, you have to try the Maltese rabbit stew, which I've done 3 times, and it's pretty extraordinary.
Hey, when in Rome, or wherever they serve that. Okay,
yes,
what recommendations
exactly.
do you have for those looking to travel more responsibly?
Well, Jordan, we feel a responsible commitment to the environment and to the places that we travel to. So if we go to Zagreb, which is the capital city of Croatia and one of the greenest cities in the EU, I might mention, and see what Intrepid Travel is doing in Zagreb, one of the best ways to explain it is we want you to eat, sleep, shop locally. We can have the greatest impact with our economic dollars by supporting small businesses and families. And a good way of explaining it is always through food. There is what they call the shrukli, and this is a dough filled with fresh cheese. And the best place to get it is at La Struk. And it's these small, intimate experiences which actually are very good for not only the economy, but the environment. Oh. And Intrepid Travel is very good at seeking out these types of experiences.
Okay, well, you've convinced me, so where can we go for more information?
So please come to us at ustoa.com/tour now.
All right, thank you again so much. Happy traveling, everyone. And if you'd like to see this interview again, just head to our website at firstcoastliving.net.